more valuable. And at first he said, no, I was a small part of the movement. I really don't want to focus in on me. And I said, and then he thought for a minute, and he said, you know, some of my own children and grandchildren don't know what we did. And I had the line of saying, Dennis, most people in this country don't know what you did. And he said, okay, let's make a documentary.
Yeah, I'd like to open this up to the audience. Are there any questions for the filmmakers or for Dennis? Go ahead.
Hi, Dennis. My name is Mari Valuna, and hi. My name is Mari Valuna, and I know you recognize my face. Um, you First, it is just honor again to be near in your presence, and all the things that you've done for Native peoples and just actually for people around the world. It wasn't just only Native Americans, and I was able to experience that on walking with you on the longest walk too, and walking 5 months and being on that walk, and that is such a privilege to be able to walk and see all the things that are happening on different reservations and being able to present the manifesto when we were in Washington, D.C. So I want to thank you for providing the opportunity not only to Native American women like me, but to all people, because there were so many different types of people on that walk, including the Buddhist monks. That and also I know you're also doing this walk because me and Goody talk a lot on the phone. And one thing I think about, you've gone through so much stuff in your life. You've seen so many things. You've seen impossibles become possible. What is now your vision for the world? What do you see now that is going to happen? What do you want to happen?
That's a pretty broad question, but well, I'm currently on a walk to uh, reverse diabetes. There's a growing numbers of people that have diabetes, and not just Native Americans. Every 20 million Americans have it, and 96, 97 pre-diabetic people. But I came down with diabetes 2 years ago, and so I thought, well, I started reading as much as I could about it, and then I decided to do something about it. And exercising and eating better food is the answer. Nutritional food. So, you know, we started February 14th. I'm on my way to Washington D.C. I'm just running community after community. A lot of people have diabetes, but I'm trying to encourage them to begin a whole new way of living, because there's no quality in life when you have to worry about diabetes, pills. I was on 9 separate kinds of pills, but now I'm off of all of it. I went through a program and to reverse diabetes, and I think people can do that. If I can do it, I know everybody can do it. That's type 2, by the way, type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is a little more serious. I mean, so I know it can be slowed down, but as far as the world goes, um, there's still some real extreme concerns that I have about the environment, and I've done a lot of walks about Mother Earth since 1978. I was that first walk, and I continue to go to different countries. And even before this walk is finished, people in Japan want us to go and walk over there for the same issue, diabetes. So, but the film itself, I believe that for many years, native the portrait of Native people was written by Hollywood, designed by Hollywood, and manufactured by Hollywood. And we had a lot of John Wayne movies, a lot of Buck Rogers movies way before talkies came. Silent, they're silent when they're doing pictures of Native people. So, but now comes A Good Day to Die. It was developed by Native people. The book is from a Native person. My book, and the people that funded, that bankrolled the movie, is the Wintun tribe out of California. took a very bold move for them to invest almost over $500,000 in a movie that they don't know it's gonna go. Making a movie is very risky. But you know, at the beginning, I saw this, about the horse. I really, that one. I want that one. I'd like to take that one to show that in our schools in Minnesota. Oh, I gotta get hold of that movie, man. So that's what we need. We need our people telling our stories the way we want to tell them. Now, who would ever think of telling a story from a horse's point of view? You know, I mean, that's only one, that's movie making. There's a lot of historical things that have to be done in this country. We have to end this war and bring our troops home. You know, that's how we can support our troops, bringing them home and then support them here at home. I was in the military for 8 years, so I know I'm not speaking against, you know, military. I'm just saying at some point you got to say enough is enough. Just like Vietnam, people were just, it was an unnecessary conflict that killed many of our people. Your people, white people, black people, Native people, Asian people, and Vietnamese. And when the day was all over, it was all for nothing. So, but we still honor people. Native people still are the first, many times the first ones to step up to the plate. Anyway, there's a lot of stories to be told, and I'm sure that filmmakers like David and Lynn, I know they're being bombarded now with other films to be made, not only from America, but Africa as well. So, a lot of, if you go into that business, the film, the ending, or that end of it, the making of the film, with the amount of money, with the right amount of money, then it becomes a very grateful mission. But getting to that point, getting the money, you're going to starve all the way to the bank. So I don't chase that career, but because I don't want to starve either.
Any other questions?